Nice.
does.
You can even determine how high it pulls them before it pops and drops them.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah.
Alright, so,
Great.
Yeah.
picking up where we left off last week, Iron came out and had a brief introduction with Sildar. So, again, I'm going to role play a little bit with Sildar and Arno. You guys interject whenever you want.
Who's wearing the red coat?
So, it's the four...
Me, Falco,
Azazel.
and
We
Ryder.
should be prisoners.
You're still wearing it.
That is an option. I think he knows his own guys though. That might backfire horribly.
They never pay attention to the red shirts.
That would work with the grunts, but I'm not sure it would work on the big boss, whose main score is intelligence.
I'm gonna wipe off the blood from everyone else.
Just visiting. Where's the bathroom?
Got my visitor's name tag.
Yep. So, Iona came out, said, "What are you guys doing here?" Sildar says, "Iona, what are you doing? We've been looking for you." So, Iona says, "I am no longer," or he basically replies, "What are you doing here? And I am no longer Iona. You can call me Glassstaff." That's where we left off last time. Sildar says, "What do you mean Glassstaff? What are you doing? What are you doing with the Red Brands? You've betrayed the Alliance, the Lord's Alliance. Why are you here? What are you doing here with these guys?" Glassstaff says, "The Lord's Alliance is weak, and I've chosen to take my own path. I'm much stronger now, and I have a different master."
I'm gonna get
I'm
into
rolling-
line of sight
Yeah,
of the glass stuff.
You are.
Am I in line of sight?
Yeah.
Okay.
I rolled a
cool.
15 plus 8 for stealth.
Okay.
So
She's
I'm
trying to
gonna
run away.
slink off. And are we in initiative still? No.
No.
Okay, so I'm gonna go up here. 'Cause there's a door right there, right?
My stats.
Hang out in the hallway.
Yes.
Okay. Yes. And then I would like to roll for investigation for traps on the door.
Okay.
Bravely ran away.
So
She very quickly
6,
reacts.
I slinked it.
The slunk.
And plus 5, so 11 on that door.
There are no traps.
Okay. So I'm gonna
Just get a good insight.
creak open the door.
Go ahead.
Okay.
I have a +5.
Can you roll your insight to see
Oh,
if
that
there's
door.
motives?
Yeah.
Oh,
Okay.
never mind.
Okay,
Yeah.
so you creak open the
It's like
door.
it's true things are
You
being
see a fairly empty room. This is it looks like a lab. There's a whole bunch of glass equipment, some stuff sitting around. As you can see on the left there's a desks and tables with a whole bunch of equipment, little vials sitting around, and there's like all these mechanisms of like tubes. It looks like a laboratory basically. You see a bunch of laboratory-ish equipment.
I'm using Awaken Mind to push thoughts over to Bryn to get insight on Glassstaff as to if he is about to start unleashing spells at us or what his next move might be.
So you're talking to Bryn.
I'm using Awaken Mind, which is soundless.
Telepathic.
I'm telling her to roll, like, try to use her insight.
Okay. What
To
does?
see if he's about to start attacking us or if he's actually going to talk.
Okay, so you're rolling insight to
Yes.
see what his
Yep.
intentions
Just
are,
'cause
or
Insight, determine the true intentions
we've
of the
got
creature.
dice roll here.
Yeah, I'm like, I don't.
You can use the bottom of mine.
Roll that one.
12
You get a plus 6.
6.
18.
18.
Okay, you can see just by his body language, you're obviously not in his head right now, but he is defensive. He's surprised, not surprised. He heard a bunch of commotion outside, a bunch of fighting, so he came out and sees a bunch of strangers, but he's also a little bit surprised to see Sildar. So he's looking cautious.
At this point, with us back here fighting Kevin, and I just dealt the death blow and sprayed Kevin gore all over Belmere, I'm gonna look up at him and go, I'm telling Braden you did it. And I'm gonna run away. I'm gonna squeeze by her.
Okay. Alright, so Sildar and Glassstaff are still talking, right?
Mm-hmm. So Sildar is gonna start moving forward, and he's gonna say to you guys, "Stay out of this. Let me deal with this." He's gonna start moving up
Do I
here.
need to roll stealth to back away?
If you want to stealth to back away.
So if we're not in an
As long as we don't like aggressively move towards him, I'm pretty sure if we just back up. So
Yeah, you can, especially if you're moving away from him, that's not gonna mess with anything.
So Sildar is
Okay, so
Openly
you're coming.
engaging.
I'm going to back up.
he's openly in conversation with him, and he's
Well,
kind of like using his arms and saying, "Everybody, back up. Let me have this conversation. Let me deal with this."
and for everyone, I would.
Hey
I'm
John,
gonna come over to Falco. What the hell is going on?
I'm saying something.
Like,
Who's that? Is that Glassstaff or I don't know?
Oh shoot.
Yes.
send-
What?
What the hell does this mean?
Okay, I mean, or do you have Facebook up on the computer?
no.
Oh.
I'm gonna look at you and go, wait,
Okay.
wait. I don't know if you noticed, but
If you
I
wanna
put
send
two
something,
possibilities.
I
send it to
I'm
Shannon.
sure. I need to send a
Let
private
Sildar handle this.
Holy
like
aside.
you're on your phone.
I know what you're doing.
See,
Yeah.
no displays out.
So send it to Trish.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But
Okay.
be ready.
Trish, I'm gonna send it to your Facebook
Right,
message.
you are.
Facebook.
John, I'm gonna
Oh, that's no
roll
longer-
No, that's okay.
investigation for the rooms.
I would say just
or
stay right here.
any sort of
I'm just gonna get right here.
anything dangerous. Can I say that?
Go.
Okay, sure.
Okay.
Go.
Like dangerous.
Are you
no.
still staying where you're at?
I'm right where I'm at. So I've got the door creaked open,
Okay.
and
Good
I'm
job.
trying to look in and
Go,
see is there anything in here that's going to
Yeah,
hurt me
basically
if I go
it's
inside.
Okay.
This is appropriate.
Oh, yes.
16
I put blood.
plus
Going
eight.
around.
I
16 plus 8? Okay. So, as a halfling, a lot of this you've never been really in a laboratory before.
Right.
It all kind of looks dangerous, but there's nothing that's gonna blow up at you. There's nothing. There's nothing. No bombs. You don't
I'll
see
start
any
looking for
traps. Yeah.
Where's your book, buddy?
Cool.
Oh, mommy put food on the floor.
This looks great. I sniffed something.
Again, yeah.
There you go.
Again,
Snort a little bit.
you see just a bunch of vials. There's notes laying around. There's equipment. It's kind of like lightly boiling, going into the next base. It looks like there's stuff he was working on, but you don't know what it is.
Sure, maybe. The notes.
He's
Are
not-
there
he's
anything
not gonna
written
say.
like in
Not
common?
that you can read.
Not that I can read. Okay.
Anything I can read?
Oh, that's true. Yeah. Anything that
I am following
Get back
she
to
would.
Trish.
She's right
I
next to
need
me.
the
So.
baby
I'm
Anything
trying to
to
remember
steal.
That
Yeah,
is
look for
selfish.
stuff to steal too.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah,
this
you're
is
just
your
common
conscience
elvish.
speaking.
Nothing impressive.
What's that?
16.
I said, this is your conscience speaking. Look for something to steal.
Is there anything valuable in here? Investigation check. 6 plus 8, so.
Balls.
14.
Help her.
Oh yeah, how do I help her?
Okay, John.
Um,
I just-
anything
say, I'm
valuable
gonna
in
just-
I
here?
just sent you something.
But then what, do I roll a d20 when I do that?
I don't remember how we. Do you remember how we decided on the mechanics? Does she get advantage or do they both roll?
When I ate.
Advantage.
Is that what we decided?
Yeah.
Okay.
So I'm right there. So I was gonna say I could.
Cassie, do you want an inspiration mix?
I have one.
Well, you got advantage now because she's helping you, so you can roll again.
guys too?
Okay.
At some point.
I don't know.
I feel like I.
Oh, 13
Yes.
plus 8. So
Well,
that's
that's bad.
Did it
Yeah.
get used or?
So,
Okay.
20.
I think I was using a
20
different set of
investigation,
dice.
looking
Yes.
around to see what's there.
Yes.
Okay.
For anything
Valuable to steal.
Valuable to steal. So there are.
Which no, we both have an inspiration dice.
This.
I'm helping.
Teamwork.
Teamwork, I find.
Click on that so that we know how it's.
Didn't have one before.
Okay, so there's some books and notes, like I said.
I have one before.
There is
Actually, I had
2
at one
small
point.
bottles, or there's several small bottles. So go ahead and take these notes down for whoever wants to take it down. You find 2 small bottles of mercury, 2 small bottles of dragon's bile, 2 small bottles of powdered nightshade. Each are worth 25 gold each. There's a book written in Dwarvish. It
That's
kind of
me.
mentions an adventurer named Ermin, and he kind of has a memoir on the history of
Do you guys speak
the lost mind of Phandelver.
Okay.
I think I did.
My phone just crashed, so I hope you got like.
Oh yeah, you
I
guys,
know.
neither of you speak Dwarven yet. So
No.
read into that.
I'm pretty close to you if you want to.
I think I do. I
Give me
need
a-
Florida.
If
Say
you
just
guys need to.
hold on to it.
Yeah,
just hold
Yeah.
on.
So
I
hold
read
on to the
Dwarvish.
book and.
So the books and notes, you guys.
She reads Dwarvish. Bren does.
I was letting her
That's
in
fine.
now.
Oh, you guys aren't there yet.
No, you're fine. I know.
I'm
That's it.
remembering
Just grab what you can
your
and we'll deal with this
languages.
Yeah.
How do you read Dwarvish?
She's an elf.
So, the books and notes are a mixture of languages, but you
Okay.
do kind of pick up a few words here and there in
Okay.
some of the notes. You pick up a few words that say stuff about invisibility, transformation, potions, things like that.
Okay, so
Hey,
this is exciting.
this is very nice.
It's fairly
I'm like standing
Okay,
in the
so I
doorway,
got
just
2
being like,
more
"What
Thirsty
is
Dragon
this?"
Wild, 2 Nightshade, Dwarven book. Should we
Just start
take
rubbing it
this
on your
stuff?
body.
Eat all of it.
Okay, I'm
All of
taking
What?
it.
Is that a question?
I really didn't.
You mean should I?
Should I?
Okay, so
As I'm putting things in my pocket.
Yeah.
It's not you.
Take it all.
You didn't already take it.
Just drink everything.
like the
That's what you're
Emperor's New Groove, you're just.
Yeah.
So he's gonna keep pushing forward and talking. He's gonna get to this right here.
Careful,
I'm
Cinderella.
gonna stay right behind this, on this side of the bridge.
You
But
stay
I'm-
right
Kind of understand some of this.
Okay, so
Want
he's
the
gonna keep
book?
talking
I
to
don't
him.
have any
Why
value
have you
in that.
betrayed the alliance?
Okay.
What has come to for you to walk away and do this? What are you doing? And Glassstaff just continues to say, "Don't come any closer." And I've found a new master.
There it goes.
He's much more powerful. I've learned much more than the Alliance could ever teach me. And if you're any wiser, you won't come any closer.
Did anything come from?
Let me look.
Gymnastics.
Can you unlock real quick? Don't let it sit too long.
Oh, it's our anniversary.
Okay.
Is your thumbprint not on there?
No, that's why I usually try to do that.
Your other thumbprint.
It's our anniversary. It's a trap.
It must have been our old phones that I just set up with.
Just waiting. So everyone else hold. Don't make any sudden
Hold.
movements.
Hold.
Look at you, Wolfie.
Hold.
What?
Natural 19.
No, hold.
Natural 19, so he resists.
So, Mr.
That would have been
Glassstaff,
really cool.
What's his?
I don't want him. He's
He's
gonna
got
give
a
his
plus.
dice.
Plus 3.
Oh,
Come here.
By
His
one.
dice
He's
is
a
just
wizard.
17.
by one.
Yep.
Wait, the wisdom or charisma?
Let me look.
That'd be a charisma check.
The wizard's dice is
Purposes,
just
Does that look
17
fun?
to 20.
Does it look fun?
That's
What's
intimidation.
in my
It'd be a
glass?
charisma check.
Let me look.
what'd you try to do?
We'll find out.
Oh.
I don't know either, but
I'm whispering things into his head.
Okay. So that does see
That's gross.
he is
That's a lot of
intimidated.
baby slobber.
Mm.
Oh my god.
So, is he intimidated by his
That doesn't
asshole
mean
or
he's
the whole
afraid
group?
though.
Mm.
So from in the back, there that happens. I'm not gonna explain because everybody else doesn't know. But I got you on that.
So, Mr. Glassstaff, you said you've got a new master. Who's your master?
That is not for your feeble mind to know yet. But pray that you do not meet my master.
I kind of look forward to it, but that's none of my business, I suppose.
If you look forward to it, I can arrange your death if you like. Until then, what are you doing, Gilsildar?
Down. Stand down.
Sildar again just said, I've come to find you. You came to Phandelver, and you disappeared, so I was sent to find you, to bring you back to Neverwinter, to continue your training. You must continue your training under the Alliance.
Does Sildar do anything else or move anywhere else? Or
He's not moving anymore. Does anyone else want to do anything?
What is this alliance?
It's
I need a dice.
still typing. It has
golfer.
Nice. What is this alliance?
The Alliance is the Lord's Alliance, what we're a part of in Neverwinter.
Okay.
Was that for the war?
For the what?
Was that like a group formed for the war or whatever?
The Lord's Alliance was, I mean, it was explained way back at the beginning what they were part of, but it's like for lack of better terms, a positive militia
Oh.
that's in place in Neverwinter.
Protective.
Okay.
Yes.
It's not-
Oh, right, that's how Sildar and Falcon met.
So would you know Aarno too then?
I don't know.
Can we talk to Glassstaff? What is your purpose for being here in Phandelver right now?
Okay, he takes his staff, sets it, just like this. He just takes his staff instead of at the ready, sets it. And he says, my purpose for here is getting more powerful and to serve my master. There are things I must do, but that's none of your business.
We've made it our business to protect the villagers though, and your ruffians have been running amok. What can we do to stop that and to protect?
There's nothing you can do to stop that. It will happen one way or the other.
There's no reason to harass civilians to show your power. What kind of use is that?
It's not about my power. It's about the goal of my master.
Glassstaff, we're not looking for trouble here. We don't want to fight
You come in my lair and kill everyone and say you're not looking for trouble.
Well,
Again,
there's
he
a
raises,
reason. There's a
he
reason
brings
for
the
that.
staff back to it.
We were looking for you because you were friends with Sildar, and we were told that you were here. So we were just looking. We weren't looking for a fight. The fight came to us by just looking for a friend. These guys jumped us, and we didn't know you were connected with these fellas at all. We thought maybe you were being held captive, if anything. So we don't want to fight
He
you.
laughs at the thought of being held captive.
Which,
Who would hold me captive?
well, we know that now, but we didn't then. I'm sure you can appreciate the situation where we didn't know what we were walking into. We thought we were looking for a friend, and we still might be. We don't want to be your enemy.
Did a good job.
Is there anything we can do to help you?
If you let us know who your master is, we might be able to help. We might be able to aid you in whatever mission he set you upon.
Why do you need
There is no way you can aid me in my mission, you worms.
Why do you need the Red Brand Ruffian?
The Red Brand Ruffians are merely peons. I use them like I use everybody else.
Apparently, because we cut through them quickly.
Yeah, they weren't much, fella. I don't know if you knew this.
Exactly. I just use them.
Phil's getting
Say
very
that
close to
out
that
loud
point.
because
No,
You
I'm
may
not saying that.
We need to find out whose boss is.
I'm
Sorry,
saying
that's
that.
what
Can
I'm
I,
not in that room.
so I wanna step forward and give like a very like knowing look towards Glassstaff. Be like,
Step forward.
so move me up there towards Sildar. I'm sure this doesn't need to go any further. Now Glassstaff, or whatever your name is.
Have you decided to step out of my mind, young one?
Oh, I'd be surprised if I was any younger than you. Our folk live a long time. Anyway, who is your master? I would very much like to meet him, and my master and him would like to discuss a few things.
Oh, really?
Wait, who's your master?
He glares at you for a moment and says,
So,
my master is the Black Spider, but pray you never meet my master.
Oh, trust me, I have nothing to fear from a worthless
You do
mortal.
not know the meaning of fear.
Did you say spider?
The Black Spider.
Black spider. Write it down.
The black spider?
Oh, I do know fear. I see the fear in your eyes, Glassstaff. Now, you may either help us or you may die.
Is it a threat? He kind of cocks his head a little bit.
It's a promise.
Bring it. He sets his staff down.
Wait,
And I get a low roll on that one.
Not down, but he kind of sets it like this, as kind of like a bring it.
Don't bring it.
Sounds like a Batman villain.
Phil gets his weapons ready.
So we're gonna pause that for a moment. You two in the other room.
Yes. So I rolled poorly. I was gonna roll an investigation on this door, but can I? Okay, can you aid me so I can? I'm re-rolling with advantage.
Sure. And yeah, I'm right here, meaning I'm within 5 feet.
Okay.
For that to happen, you
Yeah.
gotta roll and get
What
a
do
10 above.
Okay.
Oh.
I rolled an 11. Perfect. Okay.
Yay! So I got better than 3, so I got a 9 plus 8, so 17 on the
Okay.
door.
Were you
Traps.
just looking for traps?
Investigation.
No traps.
Okay.
Go ahead.
So I'm gonna creak open the door.
We open the door.
How far can I go?
Are you
Yay.
fascinated?
Hooray.
It's a bathroom.
Oh, finally! Tiptoes.
Okay, I'm gonna just kind of like
staring at you.
step in here. And
Okay.
then perception
He's
for
scooted
the
over.
room.
What's your natural? I'm pretty sure.
My natural's high.
Yeah. So, you see, this is obviously his living quarters.
Okay.
There's
Do you remember who he is?
living quarter stuff. There's a bed. There's a dresser. There's some stuff sitting around. There's
Ah.
a chest. Just things sitting around.
23 for
23 full.
investigation for anything valuable in this room.
Okay, 23. You obviously see that there's a chest.
Let's hopefully find something. Maybe it's something to persuade
And that's
him.
pretty much the most valuable thing in the room. Everything else looks pretty basic. Looks like most of his stuff that he cares about and keeps is in the lab.
Are you?
Do we need to
Can you
roll to open a
So
chest?
John
Look
wants
to
us
see if there's anything magical, because I wouldn't be able to tell that, right?
Well, what's your
Like
arcana?
protecting around the chest.
Oh, it's like
Oh right, yeah. How do we do that?
You look at your arcana
Arcana.
under your skills.
+3.
Arcana. Yeah.
Okay, so protecting the empire. Okay.
I got none of that good stuff.
so good.
Dude, I'm totally behind a pillar.
Can I continue to aid or is
You
there a
can
limit
do
to
this
that?
or not.
No, each action you can.
Okay, so
Let's see.
I have like one spell.
What are you doing?
I would save that
Um,
for
16.
in case everyone dies.
looking at the chest to see if there's anything magical about it,
Like
like
spell
spell
protecting
protecting
it
it.
or before we just try to open it.
So I'm gonna read.
So far, you don't see with that roll.
Yeah.
Yay!
Our barbarian's here.
So,
barbarian
okay.
bridge.
10.
So you don't see any magical auras going from this.
I don't think I have anything myself.
Oh, you
That
left.
would help with that. I don't know. I don't remember.
Okay, and then I'm gonna look investigation for anything, just
If
basic,
you
like
don't
regular
know,
traps on the
it might help.
chest or anything. Okay.
There's no traps. It's locked.
It's locked.
Yes.
Okay. Sleight of hand is like lockpicking?
It's lockpicking.
You just have to like.
You use your lockpicking kit.
Lockpicking is one of your
I
skills.
have a lockpicking kit. Yes. Okay.
So you roll your d20, and then you add your proficiency and your dexterity.
Okay.
That does sound
Oh, I don't
right.
Okay, so.
Try this.
So plus
She's
4.
aware of something that she's
Got it.
Are you second it to
Okay, so 18
18
more
plus,
for my dexterity.
and then so 18 plus 6.
Okay.
Okay, alright, so you take your little lockpicks in there and you go.
I'm so scared.
You're like half expecting a little bomb that you haven't found because you rolled low. He goes, click!
Might want to ask the cat to roll.
I'm standing behind you. You're too short.
Pick it up.
Do you know who Rolf is?
Alright, so I'll say I'll just give you the information and you can write it down, or you can write it down too since you're eventually going to have it.
Hopefully everybody does.
So inside the locked chest is 360 silver pieces,
Nice!
Wow.
Toit, toit.
260 gold pieces.
Ooh!
You kids in mama.
There's a silk pouch containing 10 carnelians. I assume that there's something. We'll look that up.
It's a gem. Type of gem.
It's a gem, yeah.
How many? How many?
10 of them, and they're worth 10 gold each.
Oh, that's not even
There's 4 paradox, which is another gem. Those are worth 15 gold each.
Andrew's also writing it down.
Okay.
There's 2 pearls, which are worth 100 gold each.
Oh.
Wow.
There's 2 scrolls of charm.
There's one hell of a treasure chest.
So we can skip the boss fight now. We got the treasure. We can just leave.
Never mind, we're good. We're just gonna go now.
I just
Just
want to
gonna
remind everyone.
2 scrolls of what?
Sorry, 2 scrolls of
2 scrolls of charm person.
Oh, sweet.
2 scrolls of
I'll bring
fireball.
that over to the.
You got the fire. 2 scrolls of fireball.
Okay.
Yep. And that's all that's in there.
So now, just for the sake of everyone else, remember, these two have that stuff. We do not.
Yeah.
So
We're
it's up to
holding
them
on to it.
to share it,
Well,
or
the
to share it
rogue's
for
the one that
themselves.
found it.
So exactly.
How greedy are we
So,
feeling?
so with all that time, you guys did a whole bunch of
Because
investigation.
technically none of us know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But if we find it,
We found
just
the
so you
bathroom,
know,
guys.
there will be repercussions. The rogue.
We found the bathroom.
Yeah. We're good.
We found a bedroom.
Alright, so with all that time going on in that, we'll come back to the main room.
But there's,
Tension.
sorry,
Go ahead, Ash.
I was gonna say there's nothing personal of his, like,
No.
that he would care
You
about.
can tell this is not really like his main living quarters.
Okay.
So we go back to high tension room.
I'm gonna nudge Falco and ask, Falco, do you know anything about Wolf the Betrayer God?
And I want him to describe it, then I'll ask that.
Okay. I wonder if the Black Spider has anything to do with Wolf.
Are you saying anything out loud?
I'm whispering that to Falco.
He's like
And
right
then,
behind
when
him.
he's whispering that to me, but then I was, since I've had some history with Sildar, I was going to ask you, the DM.
Sildar. Or the DM.
Yeah, if I have any knowledge of Wolf or the Black Spider, if I heard that term before.
You've heard it. You know that it's a deity. It's an evil deity. So you know that Lolith is a goddess.
Yeah.
A spider goddess.
Drow.
Drow.
The patron,
Black elf or dark elf.
Oh,
the
right.
matron goddess
The
of the...
matrix, yeah.
Technically, shouldn't
Yeah.
be sharing that yet.
I was like, why have I heard of it?
Just for
Yeah.
I don't know. What is it? I already know.
Lolith. Wolf.
Lolith, I think.
Not Lilith.
I forgot this is integrated into D&D so much.
Oh, you guys, that's what's amazing. You guys like playing so much video games. You know how
It's not the
Yeah.
video games, the books
Read.
I've read.
No.
Yeah, go
The
read-
rules, that's right.
Go read Drizzt Do'Urden and you'll
Yeah.
hear a lot about
The
Lolith.
Legend of
You're like
Drizzt.
sitting in your lap and
Dang. Just even in the first
Right next
one,
to the
you
light.
find out about the
There's
spider.
a lot of D&D parallels.
Yeah.
A lot of that.
I guess it's
I have a thing once their conversation is as a continuation of my conversation with Glassstaff, but I'll let theirs run out first.
I just tell at least the Kraken exactly what it is. For me, I said, no, you're a spider, drow, goddess.
evil spider.
So they may be one and the same then.
Okay, so you're done with your conversation?
Yeah, I was done with him
Whispering
whispering
on
me and I whispered back.
Everything's like
Oh.
gluten-free.
Alright. So, for my part,
You continuing your conversation with him?
I am continuing my attempt to get information out of Glassstaff.
Gluten-free isn't necessarily.
So I am going to use thaumaturgy to change the color of my eyes. It's a vocal component, so in a very low, like whispery voice, I'm gonna speak in abyssal and just kind of whisper a few words. And my eyes are going to turn into like the darkest pit, sucking in all the light around me as I look at this guy and just kind of stare into his soul and says, "What is your plan?"
Okay, I'm gonna step
Intimidation.
away from him.
Yeah, I'm glad I'm in a different room.
Intimidation.
This is why tieflings have thaumaturgy as a racial trait.
Oh, scary as fuck.
So
That was so loud.
Okay, as your eyes
Of
do
course,
this,
it only has a bottle.
your body language is trying to be intimidating.
yeah.
He's got his staff here. He just kind of kind of like not relaxing, but kind of leans back a little bit and says, "A cheap, hilarious parlor trick." Reaches up, touches himself, disappears.
Disappears.
Oh, shiz.
That's like the wizard version of wearing
I
his
was like,
brown
is he going
pants.
to his bedroom?
It just reappears in front of you. I forgot some things.
Hey.
Yeah.
I'm gonna whisper to
This isn't
Azazel.
the loo.
I'm gonna whisper to Azazel. I think the disappearing is the wizard version of wearing his brown pants.
I'm gonna look at you and just kind of glare at you with like the earth-eating eyes still going.
So that is representative of the
And I
last
asked-
place you saw.
I didn't get to shoot
Sildar,
him.
is that normal?
Hey John, pause.
Yes.
I wasn't able to write down the amount, like how much things are worth for the paradox.
Peridot?
Yeah,
They're worth 15 gold.
15. And then was there another gem that you said?
There's the carnelians, the peridots, and 2 pearls worth
2
100
pearls.
gold each.
Okay, 2 pearls, that's what I
The
meant.
pearls were 100 gold.
Do you want this?
Okay, so he disappears and you kind of hear this echoing.
He reappears.
It's like,
In the middle.
well, I guess I'm gonna just, pull my shield a little tighter here and just look around.
Is he the enemy?
He definitely seems
He's
to
not
be.
our friend. We'll say that.
He's
How
the
close
enemy
am I
of
to
You hear echoing in the cave.
Hey,
You all are so confident. Especially you, Red One. Would you like to play a game?
hey, best perceptions need to roll.
Yeah, roll it here if you guys.
I have
I
perception.
have.
Best perceptions in the room need
I
to
just
roll.
got investigation.
On the
Okay, how many people?
We can do 2 at a time.
My perception is +5.
15 plus.
I'm gonna kill you.
You
You
made
are
me
not
third.
listening well then.
Okay, I have a 21 perception total.
My perception's plus 7.
Wait, passive perception or?
No, that's her perception roll she just got.
Oh, I see.
Active perception.
Active perception was 21.
19 plus 7.
Okay. So you can tell that the voice, you can't see him, he's still invisible, but the voice is coming from that far indented wall over there somewhere. You don't know exactly where, but you can tell he's kind of walking and talking.
Can we take a short rest?
Over here.
Can we take a short rest?
It's alright if you wet yourself. Nobody's gonna judge you. You don't
Okay.
have to turn invisible.
I'll judge you.
I'll place him if and when he reappears.
I
I'm
did.
going to
I'm saying that over in that area, yeah.
Okay, so we're hearing him.
I'm going to awaken mine to Bren and just go, where is he? Ask where he is.
You can
Just gonna
see it?
point at him.
Yep.
Okay.
There.
And I have my, I don't know if I've said this
Where am
in
I?
my roll, but my bow is out
You're
and
right
ready.
there.
I'll give you guys a couple more.
Are there lamps in here like fire?
Yeah, it's visible. Everything is visible.
Okay, I'm gonna cast Control Flames.
Okay.
And what I'm going to do is I'm going to make the fire from one of the lamps expand into this block right here.
Okay.
So that whole block is full of fire now.
Sounds good.
He went invisible and he's moving.
When you're done with that,
this
I've-
area.
Oh, I can see that.
So that whole block is
Trisha
now a
was
fire
up
hazard.
first. I'm second to Trisha.
Okay. So you see a illuminated, like almost like a fire around his body. Comes around. He's standing there with his staff. That's not a that doesn't take damage, does it?
It's fire. Fire does damage.
I'll do a D4 for it.
Yeah.
Actually, when that happens, you see the fire is there's a bluish, light blue shield that comes around him, and the fire kind of engulfs this half circle bubble around him, and you see
I want that.
it's like around him instead of actually engulfing to him.
I'm just gonna chuckle. Who's using parlor tricks now, wizard?
Okay, so he says, "How's this for a politrix?" Slaps his hand together. And you guys, let me just get this here.
Initiative?
Wait, did he just transport us?
Oh, Bossag.
You keep me out of that.
We're gonna come out of the room and be like,
No,
where is
no,
everybody?
it's a fireball, guys.
I'm
He cast a
behind
fireball.
Oh, okay,
Tara,
never
have
mind.
you healed me yet?
all
Alright,
you've done
so
is gone
everybody
out
in
there.
that area needs to roll a dexterity saving throw.
All you've done so far is put yourself
switched
in
to
the
my
game. That would've been funny if
So I got a 16.
Okay, you gotta get a 14 or higher.
If you were handed
Or
raised,
15,
you
yeah.
may have.
Actually, you got 11. I need to.
Yeah, I would.
11.
I'm gonna use my
I think if
inspiration
you're
dice
handed
on this one.
raised,
You
you may
failed.
I would.
Hey,
With
John.
11?
Oh,
Yeah.
natural 19
Yeah,
plus
just
5 on
15.
inspiration.
Oh crap.
I survived.
Nice.
Roll for it.
I died.
So I got.
Give me a minute.
No, you're good, you're good.
One attack.
I got a 25.
I died. I got 11.
You're not even. I don't think you're in it.
Oh,
Yeah, he's in it barely.
It's either a paralysis spell or it's a
Probably
fireball.
dangerous.
But a fireball doesn't do
Okay,
dexterity
so-
save.
I'm
If
guessing
you got 15 or higher, you pass.
You just have to
If you got lower than that, you take the full damage. The full damage is 32. If you passed, you take half of that.
Oh, I still get damage.
Which is what, 16?
Yep.
I would have died.
Well, I'm still unconscious.
I'm
what
okay.
is
Back it
happening?
Alright, so
I'm
that
so
takes me
glad
down
I
to
stayed
0,
with it.
but I have my thing.
You have your thing.
Yeah, so I'm back up at 4 health.
Can I take this off?
I think it's 1/4 of your, yeah.
Yeah, 1/4, so.
I hear a loud
Quarter
bang
16
come through.
is
down.
Alright, so what happens is he slapped his hands together.
Bryn, are you
A
done?
little light came out of his finger, and it kind of grew and grew and grew, and it hit Azazel. Kaboosh! There's this like sonic echo, and flames just erupt into this ball of fire.
I say thanks, Azazel.
You fall unconscious with your finger there.
Fine.
Let's go
I
down
am.
like Homer Simpson.
What about initiative? Can I run around?
So now everybody roll initiative, yes.
Oh, darn it. Do we need to roll initiative?
I'm dead.
Come on, Cassie's been holding her hand up.
Sorry, go.
Yeah.
I got a 24 for investigation for an exit to this room that's not this one, like another ulterior exit. I'm looking for like a door or another way
You
out.
see an open door.
Over here.
He left it open.
This is a door, okay.
It's a secret door.
You want to tell me?
Alright, we're gonna see about this.
There's a secret door.
What?
Let's see. Give me a second here.
I like to point out that my thaumaturgy spell is still active because it never shut off and it lasts for a minute.
In a hallway? It looks like a wall we're walking in. Yeah. Where do we go
Is that
back?
the one that's shaking the earth? thing?
No, that's the one with my eyes looking like the pits of hell.
Ah.
I'm gonna stand on the crap. Sure.
That's good looking.
No.
Are you asking for initiative right now?
He did.
I'm so annoyed by the initiative.
I'm glad I
Wait, do we roll
because if I
initiative
had it, I
or
would have been
just-
dead outright. Like dead outright.
Yeah. You're
Oh.
still.
I have
Yeah, 'cause
16
if I
hit
email
points.
you
Rolling
or
another
she emails you
24
and you pop up, it will be
investigation.
initiative.
I wasn't sure if
Exit
it's
to
once
this
I get healed, I
hallway.
roll initiative then or not.
Why?
Like the little things.
Oh, that's why.
Virginia saying that she wants to
I'm getting initiatives going.
So
Second.
it's like somebody
I use my
knows,
inspiration
but
dice.
doesn't have to like hear all those tiny little
Yeah, as
things.
long as you're not. I think as long as you're not trying to switch.
So I will.
I strike him with this, and then next turn I'm strike.
So I got another
No, no, no.
24
But just like
for
how we were
investigation for an exit.
Yeah, there's.
There is
You
a door
see,
out.
there's a door, another secret door right here, and I'll house you guys
Figured.
here.
Yes.
And
I just figured I saw a
say that
plane
you
coming,
joined
I'm like, I
initiative
better
there.
say something.
Okay.
So that
All right,
it's
so I'm gonna ask you guys for your initiative. Everybody
It
listen
would
up.
have helped. They heal.
I'm
I'm
glad
going
I
to-
wasted it.
Yeah.
I'm gonna ask you guys for your initiative. Make sure you give me the total, which includes your initiative bonus. So Narian,
22.
that was creepy because the automatic initiative you gave me was 22. Zazzle,
20.
Oh my gosh.
I'm so jealous.
You guys are so high.
You're so jealous.
Velmer,
I just landed.
12.
Bryn,
19.
Ember,
10.
Real low when it counted.
Falco,
14.
It's good for clerics to go
When
last.
does it count?
In case everybody
Oh,
dies.
God, hit my
okay,
fireball and died.
Rolling low.
You
Phil,
had to do a dexterity.
I got a 6.
okay, Ryder,
The chocolate,
Right,
little bit of
right.
chocolate.
Oh, right, alright. Oh, shoot, I didn't know. 15.
Oh,
Nice.
thought that's it.
Hilda,
to
You
make
have to
sure
roll.
I do
This chair sucks.
is
You roll
remind me
every
to
time you
make
roll
sure
for
to
it,
add
it's always D20.
solar damage.
Roll a d20.
Val.
If it meets or exceeds his AC, then that's considered a hit.
And whisper.
20.
Alright, so
Just like has a
I don't think I knew that.
Nobody knows.
Oh.
that what?
I think only Regina.
Knows your name?
Yeah.
Technically.
It's improv.
Game wise. Outside the game. My name's Whisper. Inside the game, Regina's doing
It's
it.
also concentration.
Yeah, everyone else still knows you as no name, right?
I'm on good fire.
One with no name.
Zazzle.
It's definitely concentration.
Belmer, you had
I just
12,
finished book
19,
I'm on the silver mask, whichever one.
Yeah, that's cool.
Oh, okay, I haven't
No
read
cell
the,
phones, but he
I've
got water.
done the first three. I just finished the copper gauntlet.
A scroll of fire.
Or the
It gets
So-
good.
So,
It
hey
gets
John,
really good.
I have
John.
two
Yes.
scrolls.
so there was no AC, there was no AC check or anything for the spell.
Does it matter if you don't? Or like
No, it was just dexterity saving throw.
It was a dexterity saving throw for the damage.
I'm stuck because I can't find it.
That'd be like a third level spell then.
I'll give you my account.
Yes, it was.
Okay.
So let me roll Sildar's. Did not save, so he takes the full.
Okay.
So just a quick point of interest for initiative guys, just a reminder, just in the interest of time, because there's so many of us and there's so much going on, everything that we can do to make things quicker is really helpful. So like plan ahead what you're gonna do and roll all your dice at once if you can. Helps things go quicker.
Roll Val's dice.
You like your dice?
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're pretty cool. You know, I bought dice and everything, and I still haven't bought.
Yeah, so what's gonna happen with everybody being down?
If your spell, if that's Alright. using your spell list.
Just saves and
So
heals.
you guys are all unconscious. Well,
Yes.
1, 2, 3, 4 unconscious.
Yes.
Okay. So at that point, he becomes visible If it's again. on your spell list.
What? The fireball scroll. So it has to be on your spell list.
Scroll. I don't know. I have guiding bolt. I have.
And we go by initiative. So Whisper, you are up first.
Whisper.
Me? I thought I shared it.
So it would be fireball.
Doesn't.
Yeah.
Okay.
Saying you're up first. No, Ember was 24.
I was gonna say I'm not.
No, she had
No,
10.
I got 10.
Yeah, there
Yeah.
were.
What is this?
Did it not actually?
You want us to re-say our initiatives?
I was gonna say because Aaron was yours 20.
Mine was 20.
Yeah, because mine's also 20.
Do you guys remember your initiatives? Let me
Yes.
write it down.
And then I
Phil is
thought
6.
some people were higher.
And I think somebody had like a 22.
What was yours?
22.
No, what was yours?
Well, you were pointing. Mine's 20.
Kara's is 22. And Arian.
Okay. So no, I was neither of us.
Belmer?
What about Charm?
What's that? I'm
Initiative.
so sorry. My initiative was 12.
12, Bryn,
19.
19, Ember,
10.
10.
Falco, 14, Ryder, 15. Val,
Convenient. That's, yeah, that's super convenient.
Yeah, it is.
Zazzle,
20.
and
Damn it, I was so looking forward to playing Phandelver for a fight.
Yeah.
Right? Hey, do you mind having my phone? I totally forgot it over there. It's plugged in, you can just unplug it.
I wrote a number 1 on there.
Thanks.
Why is this on there?
Is your number one?
Do you like a cheat sheet? I still don't.
Go need it, go.
Or a J.
we can do these.
It might be.
What?
Neither of us can use these scrolls.
Weird.
What's going on?
None yet. None
None.
of business.
Oh, we just found stuff.
They've been searching in a bit.
And you don't want to share?
Well, we're in a room. We're not next to you guys.
Well,
Yeah.
I'm also sleeping.
We
Yeah.
just found them.
Just dump my stuff on my body.
You need to go
Pick it up
total
later.
Drax. I'm going so slow that you cannot see me.
Yes.
I keep thinking, oh, I'll use my healing spell, but they're not that level.
Do you know if we kill the wizard and people are still down, can we rest while people are unconscious?
Yeah, everyone, we don't have to worry about people coming back.
We can
At that
stabilize them.
So, Wait, unless you mean the hero is unconscious.
Yeah, so like let's say Cyrus is still unconscious and like we kill the wizard. Like I don't have enough. Do we have to worry about spell slots at that point to like heal him?
Yeah.
If we're not initiating.
Yes.
So if I run out of spell slots, can we?
We
Rest.
we have med packs to stabilize.
There are other ways for
I
them to get
have
up other than
cantrips.
healing
Okay.
spell.
Yeah.
Okay.
If they stabilize, then they're back up.
Do
with,
you-
like, one
Do you
health.
have Spare the Dying as a cantrip?
Yes.
Okay, so we can both stabilize everybody,
Yeah.
which just
So
means
that's all
like
stabilized up.
they don't have to do death saves. They're not conscious
It makes
again,
it
but
where
they
you
don't have to do death
accountable.
saves.
But I
So
could
then technically we can
rest
all sleep and then heal.
use my spells. Okay.
Well, and when everyone sleeps, then they get their hit.
Yeah,
dice.
so it wouldn't matter anyway as long as they're stabilized.
Okay. Okay.
I thought if it's a long rest, you just automatically replenish everything.
That's what we were just figuring out.
Or do you have to? I thought hit dice is
Long
only for
rest.
short.
It dies
rest.
a short rest. You're right.
Yeah.
Did you choose anything?
I choose great weapon fighting because that's
But
what you got as a great
that's
weapon.
if we
I don't know. You can change it. If
We're
you
not
want.
even
I
crossing
don't
that
even
bridge
know
yet.
what it is.
Yeah.
Okay.
John mentioned it and I
I'll
haven't looked.
probably.
John said that
so Karen,
after I picked it, if you want to change it, he's gonna let you go ahead and change it back to whatever you
I'll
want.
have
You
one
can look at it
spell
later.
slot left.
I'll just keep it as it is.
I have two, but I have other things. I'm just trying to figure out right now if I want to inflict damage. I think it's
Trying to make this work
there's
is
too many
supposed to make it
people
fly.
down who normally do
What do
damage.
Yeah,
Then,
you need to heal people.
Well,
Yeah, I think
healing
healing is
for
priority
heals
right
a
now.
D20.
so I should sneak back
Alright,
around.
okay, so that works.
I have to get it over.
If you guys are here in a conflict,
Narion,
that's up to
you're
you
up
on
first.
whether or not
Yeah,
you
that's
come
why
back.
I'm like,
What do I do?
You can go through this way.
Yeah, he will attack.
Alright,
you
sorry for
though,
that,
right
but
now.
I'm using this thing that is actually gonna make it way quicker. I just hit the wrong thing. So
Yeah, you have
You can
space.
screw it.
Oh my god. Lost the baby for a second.
alright, so
He's
Narion,
totally
you're up.
zoned out
Get
playing
Falco
this
first
spot.
because he's gonna be up before me.
Can I occupy the same space as somebody else?
You can be right here.
You can't
You're right
end
there.
your turn on
Yeah,
it.
but you
There's
can
a
pass
spot right
through.
there next to him.
Well, I would have to dash to make it past you guys is why I'm asking. Because I can do 5, 10, 15, 20, 25.
You can jump over this.
You can jump
Oh.
over.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Oh, right.
As long as you start
So I can get
movement
there.
ahead of time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then I can, okay.
Then you could heal both of us.
Okay, so I'm gonna run over here, right here,
Oh,
and
it's 10.
jump over. Which I don't have to roll for that, right? It's just that I can do it. Okay.
I can't
John.
remember real quick.
And then,
Oh, go ahead.
The attack you did, was it fire damage?
Yeah.
I have resistance to
You
fire
have
damage.
resistance.
Yes.
Good job.
So I don't know what resistance gives me though.
It's just half. Yeah.
So
Because you
half of,
failed the roll, right?
yes.
Okay, so you just take half.
Okay,
half
so
of 32.
I would do, so I'm at 8 health, but that means I don't have to use my thing.
Yep.
Sweet.
Quick question for her. I can't remember what, there was a ruling, right, for as far as bonus actions and spells. Can you do 2 spells in one turn?
Yeah, I still gotta look at
I
it.
don't think I can.
Okay.
I think I have to pick one.
You technically by rules you can't do 2 spells. You have to do a spell and a cantrip.
Okay, that's enough.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter
yeah,
which
can I
order you
do-
do them in.
Right.
Could I do a spell and my amulet?
That's what I'm talking about. I
Okay.
can't. I'll have to.
But you can use your cantrip first, so if you want to attack, you can, and still heal as a bonus action. Because you can do spells as a bonus
Can
action.
you always
What?
do?
You can do a cantrip and a
Can
spell,
you always do?
but you can't do 2
cantrips
spells.
As a bonus
So if
action,
you
or
want,
do they have
you
to
can
be
use-
labeled bonus
The
action?
spells can only be your bonus
Oh,
action.
okay. So
So
I
you
can
can
do.
attack him, and as a bonus action, heal Falco.
Okay, but Kara,
Yes.
your cantrip has to be labeled bonus action. You can't use
No,
a
she can use her spell as a bonus action to heal.
if it's labeled bonus action.
Under bonus actions, it says spells.
Yeah.
Oh,
So
no,
you
it
can
does.
use any.
I can do one bonus action for
Probably a
healing
racial
word,
feature.
and for cure wounds.
Is that for
Cure
everyone or
wounds.
just her?
Darn, it just says one
It's
action.
probably just because she has different racial.
So
spells.
here I can do
Racial
healing word.
abilities, okay.
Yep.
It says one bonus action, so I could do that one.
She's looking
But
at
it does
her bonus.
less.
The spell cast with a bonus action is especially swift. You may use a bonus action on your turn to cast a spell, provided you have already taken a bonus action this turn. You can't cast another spell during the same turn except for a cantrip with a casting time of 1
You
action.
can do healing word, sanctuary, or shield.
Wait, I was just trying to listen to Aaron though, because it sounded like.
You can do healing word.
That's what.
I Google
Wait,
it.
but you guys are saying 2 different things now. It sounds.
Yeah.
It
So
sounded
I'm,
like he
I'm
said.
saying as an action, you
Once
can
my wolf's
attack
done.
him, and as a bonus action, you can use healing word to heal somebody.
Yeah, yes.
Okay, but again, like I was saying, it has to be a spell that says bonus action.
Mhm.
Okay. which I would rather use Cure Wounds because I do 1d8
So I
plus
can't do
4.
anything.
Healing Word is 1d4 plus 4.
I can attack hard, and if I die,
One is from a
transfer back
distance,
to-
though. I think Cure Wounds is from a distance.
One's a
Cure
distance,
Wounds
one's
is touch.
Okay.
Healing Word is from distance.
Yeah.
Since I'm there, I can touch him, which is
Yep.
why I'd rather do more right here.
Yep, exactly.
So I know I could do damage, and unfortunately I feel like I'm wasting that, but
It's okay.
Who is
Healing
she?
is priority.
Who is she touching?
She's touching Falco all up and down.
Oh my god.
Slowly.
don't make this
Don't
weird.
touch me there.
We already trained Junior Manor here. She's just checking.
Blood squeeze.
Alright, so
Stop! Don't touch me there.
Okay.
This is my no-no square.
Oh my gosh.
I don't want to know how you do it. So.
Hey guys, you realize all this is on camera, right?
We don't edit anything.
He just posted straight to YouTube.
So
It's live.
okay, so it already put plus 4. 4 makes sense my spell cast.
Alright, so what you do?
Okay, so I'm rolling 1d8
So I can
plus my spell casting modifier, which is 4.
You just get +2.
Right, but
Yes!
sneak attack.
Oh, nice.
7. Let me just use my fingers. 8, 9, 10, 11. And then I'm going like this to Falco when I do it. Thank you.
So Falco wakes up to Ember like doing the during the rave, like touchy-feely rave thing.
Yes!
I'm sorry that Falco's missing this.
Falco, you were getting molested to life. Why are my nipples bleeding?
I get kind of close with these.
All right, so that's
So I added 11 to your health.
Oh, okay. That's good.
Yes, I can't believe I rolled a
She
7.
touched you real good.
I feel good.
She gave me some sexual healing.
Gosh.
And
you
that's
can
all I
heal
can
too,
do, except for, that's all I can do, that's as far as I can go.
Good job,
That
Karen.
was my 35, but I'm not gonna I'm gonna stay this way
Yeah,
though, because I
so-
don't want my back to be metal right now.
So if another person gets up close to him, then you would have it.
So I'm gonna be next after that. So please.
Karen has an idea.
Okay, you go after me, right? If this works,
Wait.
nobody's handsome.
This says you can use a bonus action to expend one or more of these charges.
But it's still, you
Well,
can't
better
counteract
yet,
the
grapple
spell.
him. He can't
No,
do anything.
okay, I can't use a spell and then do a bonus action.
Goes first now.
You can use this to expend charges as a bonus action, provided that the spell you're using, the charges on it is a bonus action spell.
You could basically take his items from
You
him
can do these
This is
ones.
an amulet.
and like tie him up.
So it says you can use a bonus action.
All right,
Spend
so
one or more
are you
of
done?
charges. So I should be able to do Cure Wounds.
If it
using
works, I have no
charge
idea
on
if
you.
this thing's actually gonna work or not.
It's a bonus action.
I hope it
What
works.
I'm
If it
sorry.
works, it'd be
I
great.
just read this and it says you can use a bonus action to expend one or more of its charges. So theoretically, but can I do a spell and then a bonus action? Is that my question then?
Does that override the?
that's what I need to look more into. Whether you can.
I can go.
Are you asking if you
Because,
cast 2 bonus actions, 2 spells, or what?
well, I did a spell in Falco. Then, if I did a bonus action to expend
Take away that
a
But
spell.
that
charge,
was your bonus action,
Or
right?
spell cast.
No, that was her only action.
that was
Okay.
my only action.
Then yeah, you still have a bonus action.
Yeah.
Okay, so we can do this.
So
and I
her
can
question
do
is, can she use that bonus action to cast
If
another
it
spell?
says you can use it as a bonus action, yes.
You,
Cool, there we go. Then you can.
Because
do
it's a
it.
specialty
You can
item,
do
it's
it.
not
Yeah,
a typical spell, it's a,
Yeah.
you're using an item and the item
Realistically,
happens to be a
instead of
spell.
healing him, it's
So that makes
The
supposed to
item
be to hit
supersedes
hard as a
the-
wolf.
Can you grab
Yeah,
it?
at least that's
base
the way
rules.
I would interpret it.
Yeah.
Yes, okay,
You go
well,
try
if
to,
that's
like,
wrong in the future, never let me do it again,
it's
but I'm
You
gonna
can
do it
certainly
today.
try.
Like
Okay,
Simba.
so
'Cause I bet she
now,
has spirit
because
strength as
I'm
well.
going for
Or-
Phil,
I'm a dire wolf.
you're up.
Let's try that.
Oh, this is,
Good save.
Try
It's like Nala.
well, I'm ready for you.
Alright.
Okay, so now 1d8. Oh, sorry.
Balls!
Is it
So
zero?
Well,
it's
I'm alive
5.
at least.
So you have it. You have 5
Do you,
health now.
do you have an inspiration dice?
I think you do have an inspiration die,
Yeah.
Do I?
but you don't have to
I
use
do
that on
have
this.
that
if you're-
exclamation mark. Is that what that means from
Yes.
last time?
That's yours?
A little bit.
Did you want it? Well,
It's up to you.
It's not-
You don't
it's
have to use it if you don't want to.
It's on anything except damage.
Right.
Yeah.
And isn't that a damage roll?
No, this is a healing roll.
It's healing.
Oh, and when I heal, I have +3.
Oh, right, yeah.
Yeah, so
So you actually are.
yeah, you gotta remember that
14.
trait.
11, 12, 13, 14.
Yes, you're 14, and you're at what did I say? 8. I'm just taking that. Let's just do it.
Yep.
Moving on, and then I need to mark that I used that. Okay, sorry. Next person. That was
No,
way
that's
too
fine.
long.
All right, so
I'm after her, I believe.
nope. Last
That was
Last time
legitimate
is-
time though.
Well, let's see what happens.
Okay, so
Is he holding your glass?
I don't think I brought mine.
he sees you run around, zip around the corner, jump over the crevasse, and you want to stand up here.
Oh, right, yeah.
You're both up.
You're alive.
She goes. Psst, psst. Both of you pop up after she like rave fondles Falco.
I just kind of did this to you.
Oh, separation.
You're fine.
Hey, I'm very glad you went
So
off that side room.
he takes his cloak.
I tickle you.
He takes the edge of his cloak, kind of kneels down, spins, kicks up some dust, flies up. It kind of like becomes hazy a little bit, and as the dust settles, there are now 4 of him.
Oh,
Damn it!
Does the dust land on his
Something
true
for that
self?
from him.
I think they're all
Good.
They're all.
Good
That's
call,
a good
Debbie.
question.
That's
Yeah,
actually a
okay.
good call.
Okay, perception check. You can probably tell which one it is.
I'm
That's what I would do.
dead.
Good thinking.
Your awareness surrounding the keenest your sense.
Like in
I just
Monsters,
grab a
Inc.,
thing of
when he
rocks
throws a
and throw it.
snowball at what's his face, the little snake guy.
Yeah.
He's not going to move anywhere, so that's his turn. So then, whatever you want to do.
Does your dire wolf have any like smelling senses or tracking?
I have keen hearing and smell. The wolf has advantage on wisdom perception checks that rely on hearing or smell.
Okay, even clones don't smell.
He's getting quick, yeah.
John, did you say it's
We
my turn?
get it.
It's
It was Whisper's turn, yes, sir.
Oh, our-
Whisper and then Azazel.
My thought was to run and jump and start going towards him.
Do it.
Do what your dire
Are they like
senses
standing in
and
a line?
instincts.
They're all within his.
That's not there anymore.
Yeah, I know. That's
5
why I
foot
said run and
square.
jump.
We're all like.
So not a line though.
Not a line. They're just kind
Does
of.
it
I was
still
gonna say you
count
could
as
just run at the line.
a 5
So-
foot movement?
Getting over the.
Or
You can make it easy.
so I guess I'm just
Yeah.
so do I have to count
Do-
the jump as
yes.
part of my movement?
Yes. Yes.
So it'd be like 5.
Initiative record.
I don't know how far back.
Hey John.
Because does it
do
have
I
to
know
be
what
10
spell
to
he
jump,
cast or
or
what the
because
effect
I'm a
might
wolf,
be?
it doesn't matter?
Probably not.
I don't think it matters
Okay,
for you.
so like 5, 10,
No. Yeah.
Yeah.
Same.
or
So
diagonal.
it still counts as a
5.
5.
I'm gonna go diagonal. So
Yeah.
5, 10,
There you go.
15,
There you go.
20, 25, 30. So I can go 50. So I can definitely get to him.
Oh yeah, you can
So
definitely.
my question is,
Are we doing targeting here?
so John, with me being a wolf,
Wolf.
Woof, woof,
that's one word I can't say. With me being a woofy, would I be able to smell and sense which one is actually him, and I can attack him, and I'm not fooled by the clone?
Does anybody have true sight?
No, none of us will have true sight.
Agreed.
I just got dark vision.
That's an upper level thing.
So would it be
dragons
like,
and
because
stuff.
it's saying a perception check, so should I roll for that and see?
It doesn't say that you can determine which one is the real one.
Just bite them all.
Because normally on things like that, you can roll and you have to beat a check roll to
Yeah.
determine which one is real.
Okay.
Makes sense.
So my thought was that I wanted to run towards where he was,
Okay.
and I guess my question is if there's any other of him in the way, would I be able to tell that either I'm gonna crash into him?
There's 4 of them there.
But are they solid? I guess is what she's asking.
They
Well,
look.
can you tell
They're
us
all
where they
look
are?
exactly
Can we
the
can
same.
we have placers?
John.
'Cause
No,
I
they're
will
all
forget.
in his 5-foot square.
Oh.
John, I think the question is, how are we determining our attacks?
Yeah, like how?
Like, how do we say, I want to
You
attack
see,
this one or that one?
so I said in the beginning, you see 4 glass steps.
Yes.
Exactly the same.
Yeah, but how?
So
how
it
do
seems
we-
like he's got something in mind for just roll an attack, and I think he's got a plan for it.
Go for it.
Okay, so point
So
being.
you have to be within melee
Okay,
range.
so point being is I'm trying to run all up in his grill, and I wanted
Go
to
down on
pounce.
him.
I wanted to pounce on top of him and try to pin him down.
Okay. Go ahead. roll an attack.
Yeah, so grab.
Roll an attack.
Well, fine.
Roll your damage.
Plus 5. So it's 11.
What's that?
Am I rolling an attack or because I'm wanting to like pin him down to not?
Same, it'd be the same
Okay.
thing.
20 and it's an 11.
A total of an 11. Okay, so you
Gonna make it?
your jaws chomp down on one, and it kind of shades a little bit, but doesn't disappear. You can see it's not the real one, but it didn't technically hit it.
Okay.
Lame.
You are so cute.
It's
So-
difficult.
So I guess what I'm trying to ask is if
You
we all
so basically like your claw really swiped through it,
Yeah.
but it didn't do any damage.
Okay. But I guess I think what we're all trying to ask is if there's 4 of him, like I just proved that the one that I hit was fake.
So how do we make
So
sure
then
somebody
how
attacks
do
a
we-
different one?
How do we show?
John, I think the frustration here is you're the one deciding if we hit the real one or not.
The spell is deciding that. That's what I'm trying. I can't say. The
Like
spell
your
is
roll.
deciding which one you hit.
Huh.
Okay.
That's super
So
confusing.
we're just gonna have to trust
Yes,
on
it's-
how
it's-
this
okay.
works,
So it's
'cause I don't
never gonna be the
understand.
same.
Yes.
Yes.
Oh, I like this spell.
That
So
makes
this is an
that
example
makes
of
a
you
lot more
gotta
sense.
trust me.
That makes
I
well,
can't give out details, any more details without giving away the spell.
Not everything's
I
going
think
to work exactly like we want.
No, but in this case, just having John say "I cannot tell you"
Yeah.
helps because normally we feel like we're not talking it
Yeah.
through.
That's
We are
true.
actually
Okay.
seeing it.
So if there comes another situation, I'll just tell you I can't tell you anymore.
That's now I understand.
Yeah,
That's perfect.
That sounds good.
Just I've got a plan. I can't tell you what it is.
It's
Yeah.
not even that I have a plan, it's just that
It's a spell.
Or
Yeah.
you-
It's the actual effect of the spell that it does this particular
Got it.
thing.
That's
That
not
that
just
makes more
like
sense.
Yeah.
Alright, so
Okay.
Okay, so
Moving
then,
forward.
So then it's
you got more movement if you want, or if you have a bonus action.
I don't.
Throw stones at him.
Well, I'm in wolf form. I can't do anything.
Darn it.
kick stones out
Kick stones at him.
So can I? I don't know. I think I'm just gonna say that
Mark your
I, like,
territory!
I just kind of like I attack him and it's not him. So then I just kind of take a step back.
Taunting Mark.
Yeah.
So this huge direwolf runs up, tries to take a swipe, it kind of like zzz. You can see it wasn't the real him and that it didn't hit, but that's all you can tell.
Phil's gonna turn to Anaria. I don't think you healed me enough. That got all wobbly for a second.
Alright, so
Drink
that's
more.
Alright, I'm casting Tasha's Hideous Laughter. He needs a wisdom saving check of 13.
Ren and
Denny, do you have a sword?
Ren can do
I do.
long range.
I have one of the most actually.
And she always hits
By
me.
like
So I'm trying to ask about the spell if I need to
Down.
target a specific one or if it's
She kills everybody.
Yeah.
I know, I'm trying to figure out.
Because
how to
Tasha's Hideous
stabilize
Laughter, they
the
fall prone
Yeah, it's like
for the duration of the spell as long as I'm
I
conscious
can tell you
of
the
it.
exact number.
Until they get to reroll whenever it's their
Yeah,
turn and they
they're
take
near me,
damage.
which means I can handle it. It's just a matter of who do I
So when they all
back
fall
up and
prone,
who
we
stays
just
there.
only attack one because it's a mental spell.
Is it like
So let's say this
But
yeah.
No, it's
We do have enough
If
damage
each
to
one was
just
acting
up now. If you wanted to hold on to it and see how it feels.
So I'm gonna make a ruling on my own, and I think it's the right ruling. So he fails. You see, they all just start laughing because the wolf came up and swiped. He just starts laughing. He falls down. They all 4 fall down on the floor, just laughing.
Okay, so we don't know which
So
one
you
it
see
is.
4 wizards
On the
rolling
floor,
around on the floor laughing.
laughing uncontrollably. I'm just gonna be like, how do you like those parlor tricks, wizard? And then, can I yell something to the group?
Sure.
I'm just gonna yell to the group. Find the right one and take his staff.
Staff, got it.
Okay, so
I
that's you.
howl in response.
Bryn, you're up.
She's unconscious.
I'm unconscious.
You have to do a challenge
oh,
roll.
challenge roll. Or,
Yeah, that's saving.
Saving roll, isn't it 10 or above?
Yeah, no,
You get above a 10.
and you have to do it 3 times.
Yeah,
Do I have any fun to like
Nope.
take the table?
straight roll. She got 2, so that's 1.
That's one.
fail.
One fail.
Yeah.
Okay.
Balls.
Don't worry, they'll make it around you with the cantrip before.
Valrius, you're up.
Who?
You.
Me. Okay, he's on the floor.
I hit somebody with the spell, guys. It actually worked.
As you were just talking about,
Which actually
It's my first time.
disadvantage.
Right. So I'm
Disadvantage
wondering if I
on
should
range,
just
advantage
use
on
sleight of
melee.
hand and go
Try it.
try and get his staff.
That
Because I have
might work.
+8.
That might work because he's preoccupied with his laughter.
He's incapacitated. His official
he's not
status is
incapacitated. He just has.
Laughing.
it says
Unless that's the terminology they use.
or fall prone, becoming incapacitated,
Okay.
unable to stand up.
Cool.
Until his turn.
Well, he has to make another wisdom saving throw.
Yes.
Okay. With sleight of hand, should I be in stealth to do that?
What are you sliding of hand?
I'm trying to slip his staff away from him.
Or are you trying to get in?
I'm gonna go next to him and try and slip his staff away from him. But
It's so bold.
do I have
You
to
don't
be
need
in
the
stealth?
sleight of hand with him right now.
I don't even need to.
He's incapacitated.
He's laying on the ground laughing.
But wouldn't it help? Because I have
Do you know
+8
which
for
one
that.
you're gonna grab?
Well,
The spell will decide.
how am I
'cause
supposed
you-
to?
You just
Yeah,
have to
that's
go
the
up.
Just run up and grab one.
Just try it.
Basically, you have to
Just
just
try
go up and try and
Just
grab
do it.
one.
Yeah.
Guys,
Sleight of hand's not gonna
Guys,
help
we got 3 turns to run in there and figure out which one's the
Alright.
real one.
Cool.
Everybody grab a staff.
Everybody just tackle one of them.
Okay, so I'm gonna go up to him
Yeah, we
and
obviously
then
can't pick. so-
try and do I just roll?
Yeah,
what do I roll
you don't
for?
pick. He does.
Well, no,
Well,
I'm
the
not
spell
picking.
does.
I
The
roll also.
spell.
There's-
So what do you describe what you're doing?
So, but like, what would I'm asking, what would I roll?
It's a
then to grab
typical.
it?
Are you?
Use on the
are you-
terminology.
Yeah.
Are you
What
trying
does
to
it-
grab?
I'm trying to specifically take his staff away.
Okay, so you're rolling a strength check then.
Strength. Oh.
But he's incapacitated, so
But-
can he even resist?
So you have
Yeah.
advantage on that, I think, right?
No.
No, that would be.
Not for me.
Belmore has advantage on strength checks.
Maybe you should do
thought
something
maybe
else
you
then?
should have it
Oh,
because
no.
he's incapacitated.
Wait. No.
I guess that's advantage on attacks, not.
Where you going, buddy?
An
Advantage.
incapacitated creature cannot take actions or
You see your
reactions.
food.
Yep, he's not reacting.
He's not reacting.
Does anybody else have a
Where is
crowbar
my
beside
strength?
her?
It's in your. Go back to your main.
My main screen.
You could try to attack his hand and
Oh,
try
it's
and get him
0.
to drop his
That's
staff.
great. So let's just hope this is good.
No.
Do you have a crowbar in your inventory?
Oh.
No, it's legit.
That's
okay.
legit, actually.
No, so the reason I ask is because if you have a crowbar in your inventory, it grants advantage to strength checks.
I do have a crowbar.
Booyah!
Yeah. Okay.
Freaking awesome.
Okay.
A crowbar in your
Yes.
inventory?
Yeah,
Yes.
most of us have
Using
one.
a crowbar
Wow.
grants advantage to strength
You
checks
are
for the
awesome.
crowbar's
Well,
leverage.
Is she
and
big
your
enough to
ply.
wield?
Oh
a
darn
crowbar?
it! No.
No,
No,
yeah.
can
It's
you
like
use
a
the
cane
crowbar
for
to
her.
pry it out of his hand?
Yes.
Okay.
I think so.
So do I have to equip it and use it in action?
Just go. Just go with
So
it.
I'm
job,
grabbing
Kara.
my crowbar.
The engines, we're all gonna come out of the crowbars.
Everyone's equipping crowbars.
It's turning from a wizard duel into an angry mob.
It's like a zombie attack.
We need some
But I have
pitchforks
advantage,
and some
so I'm
torches.
gonna roll again.
You're gonna roll
Because I rolled a 3.
Oh boy.
Wow. Okay,
The
10.
carpet is gonna get
Sarah, if you don't get an inspiration, that was for that.
I know.
I mean,
She already has
16
one.
is
Oh, no,
the
you
highest
used
I would
yours.
get.
No, I did it. I
Alright,
did
You
it.
can
So-
go with a regular.
Yeah, so yeah. that's-
So you first you go up and it kind of slips off because it's glass. You
Yeah.
get a really crowbar glass before.
It is glass.
You go back in.
Game changer.
You pry one hand off. He still has one hand on.
Oh.
We're
Okay.
like
You
Infinity Wars
successfully
right
pried
now.
one hand
Didn't
off.
shimmer though.
But
Attack
it's
that
the right
thing.
one. She attacked the right one.
Okay. Depending, it's the spell
Yeah,
though,
I
because you
know,
have to roll
but
every time.
it didn't shimmer.
So,
See, that's where it's really crazy.
Treat it like an attack roll and whatever roll you gotta do.
Yeah, it's. I'm gonna have to treat it like an attack roll.
Because ideally, illusion spells like that, once you break the illusion, then they would no longer be in effect.
It gets really crazy. Yeah, so I'm gonna treat it like an attack roll. That illusion disappears. There's now only 3 blast staffs.
All right.
Oh, shit. Good job, man.
Progress.
So,
okay, and I'm gonna dash away.
Okay.
Bonus action.
I did it now.
Oh, nice, because he's incapacitated. He doesn't get a reaction.
Yeah, I'm gonna go back.
That would have been. I really liked that though. Very well done.
Well played, Tara.
Question, would the one that Trisha attacked also have disappeared?
No, she did not hit.
Oh,
She
okay.
did, yeah.
Hers
Hers was
roll did.
successful.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
I like
That
you guys
makes
like where you're
sense.
going with this.
Alright. Let's do this, guys.
Progress,
So
progress.
next is Sildar.
Is it? I thought Ryder was one higher than.
No, Sildar is 17.
Oh, Sildar.
Yep. So he is gonna charge in, swing.
Before he does, Falco just turns over and says, like old times.
He nods over your shoulder. Ah! Just does like a war cry charge.
Oh my
You
goodness.
smack his butt.
So much molesting.
Only for you.
Only for you.
Cracker
No,
thing.
he's like eating them right now, but he got just the edge dirty, so it picked up everything.
One.
Good for his microbiome.
Alright, so.
Birch seeds and
Yeah, we got a little extra, so I'm gonna throw some flare.
Mysterious.
I'm gonna go with John's.
Oh my goodness. Be quiet.
it's everywhere.
I used the hair off my back.
Okay, so you can't do that yet. Both of his, he got a 3 and a 4, so both of his, you don't see anything disappear.
Oh, sort of.
So next will be, I think it was Falco. No, Ryder.
Find that staff.
We'll get this in a more of a flow. This is just a lot going on.
Well, we kind of put you in a weird place with the number of weird spells going on here.
What? It's because this spell has such weirdness, and you guys are thinking outside the box, which is great.
I really want to see what the spell is after we're done.
Oh,
Just
I'll
for
tell
my
you.
curiosity.
I'll tell you, yeah.
I think I know which one it might be, but I'm not 100% sure.
Okay, so Ryder, sees melee, sees the one disappear after touching the staff and trying to get a hold of it. So she runs up, leaps over the chasm or the boss, whatever.
The ditch.
The ditch. It's a 20-foot ditch. It's a big ditch.
It's a ditch.
What a ditch!
It's a big ditch.
Leaps over the counter wolf and then swings her quarterstaff in a
Bring out the quarterstaff.
Arching motion, trying to knock the staff out of.
Okay, you're focusing a hand.
Yes.
He's two-handing, so you're focusing one hand.
Or right between the two hands, basically. Is
Okay.
is where she wants to swing.
So you're hitting the staff trying to knock it out.
Yeah.
We're just like,
11.
Of course it does.
Guys, you don't
Okay,
actually.
so you see him just kind of.
You can just
Course
improvise
staff
and
pulls
actually
through.
grab the staff and try to pull it away from him.
I think the problem is
Strength
her strength
check.
is
But it'll
terrible.
be a strength check, and
Yeah.
hers is not the greatest.
we need
Okay,
something with actual
so that's
strength.
her quarterstaff. Now you have.
And then,
bonus
so,
action.
so then we'll swing with
I'll use a crowbar.
one.
Well, we have the same strength.
She doesn't have any more.
I'll use Cassie's crowbar.
No, I'll take that back.
Okay.
Yes, swing with the unarmed fist.
Especially with a crowbar.
Is
Apparently, I need a
Okay,
crowbar.
so quarterstaff misses, and
so she follows it,
Throw it in next
swings it around. I'm gonna do that with the fist, and then tries to swing up with the other hand. And knock it out.
what was her
12.
12? Okay.
Copy. And now I guess she's in melee with him, so she's gonna stay there.
Sounds good.
When she's incapacitated, she can walk away and not have a
Oh,
yeah.
Yeah. So that's right. Thank you for reminding me.
Like he's prone on the ground laughing his guts out.
We should do this.
Oh, he's still down.
So that would have given advantage. to both.
Mm-hmm.
Well, then,
Your dice are very Eastery right
What
now.
a terrible place to roll.
17, 23 then
Oh,
on
nice,
the
yeah.
quarterstaff,
Nice.
Okay.
and 23 on the fist.
Our only hits for the quarterstaff have been when you wielded it.
Alright, so as the quarterstaff comes down, she runs over. Again, just before it connects, it hits this little shield that covers all three of them.
Okay.
What the hell?
That was a shield?
So then no damage. then? Or
Was that for both of them
does
or just for
anything
the
get
one?
through?
No damage. No.
Okay.
Wait. What was your? What was it?
23 for both of them.
So okay.
For both attacks.
Yeah. Quarter tough and then the fists of fury, whatever.
Yeah, he tried to
But that's just the
attack the
second.
staff.
It wasn't my fist of fury.
He
It was
got
just
a
the
23 hit, so she went to hit, but
I
it
didn't want to
bounced
use
off her
the
shield.
keyboard.
So the shield. I think she picked the right one.
So both actually get through.
Oh, never mind. Get me.
So does that mean he doesn't have a staff?
Yeah, what's the results here?
Where do I find
So-
myself?
11 damage total.
You may find
Okay,
yourself
let me mark that.
Find myself.
wondering, how did I get here?
This is not
So
my
if
house.
you were specifically wanting to disarm him, it wouldn't be damage.
Yeah. Then I'm gonna go with trying to specifically disarm.
Okay, so it goes through. You see the shield go up, but then goes through, hits his staff. Clink, 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 clink. All three of them, you can kind of see their staffs. You can see they are doing exactly what he's doing. They are doing all of the same actions. So all three of them drop their staffs.
Huh.
Son of a
So now we just gotta figure out which
Can you-
staff's the real one.
Can you grab it?
Yeah, I was like.
Or would that be
I don't think
he doesn't have any more.
You'd be an action grab.
Yeah, I used all the
Whoever's
action
coming
bonus.
up.
Yeah,
What
so
was
then-
the damage on the second one? Because the first one
Cyrus.
disarmed.
But he's got stabs.
5 damage. That's fine.
Then,
I'm coming for you.
and then John, if that damage actually hits the wizard, then he gets a.
Oh no, you're right. Sorry. So one of the copies do disappear because you damaged. So now there are only 2.
Because if you actually damage the wizard, then he gets a chance at a saving or throw with advantage on the spell keeping him down.
Hey, nope, that's my book. Don't use that.
Oh.
What are you talking
He
about?
loves blood.
So,
Oh, the hideous
this was
laughter.
the hideous laughter, the one that's keeping him down. He gets to do a saving check on his
Saving
turn.
throw because he took damage.
If he takes damage, he gets a saving throw with advantage if he takes damage.
He gets no.
So again, it depends on how you're handling that. If does
No,
hitting
correct.
the clones count as damage if it actually hit him, then he would get the
Okay,
saving
so there are now only 2 glass staffs. They're all acting the exact same.
And
There's
then
2 of them?
And,
There's 3 stabs on the
and
ground.
none of them are holding. There's only 2
No
now.
one has a staff.
No,
So
not
no-
the characters, the staffs.
The stabs are all on. The stabs are on the ground next to him. Yes.
So 2 stabs.
2 stabs.
So wait,
So glass staff doesn't have his glass staff.
Another couple or thing
Yay.
there.
I'm so clever.
All right. So now Falco is up.
okay.
Very timely.
Ryder did an awesome backflip back away. Just to,
I'm really going off of a hunch here that he named himself after the staff that he somehow got from this deity, and
It seems likely.
if we get that away from him, it's gonna hurt.
Take away his
Or,
bloodline stuff.
so should I try to smash? Well, smash
You could be possessed by an evil
We just gotta
weapon.
keep it away from him, I think.
Maybe it's
No,
like the
no,
one.
we
So
can
whoever
tie him up.
has it is the weapon.
We can also tie him up once he's
High five for your reference.
Get on the rope.
Would you say like
The one
I should grapple him. Like our original plan. Alright,
should probably
1,
grapple
2, 3. Oh yeah, I have the right strength checks for this.
Grapple! Hell yeah.
I will try to grapple.
Okay, you're gonna jump on one of them that you see and try and grapple it.
Yes.
Go ahead and make a strength.
Strength check.
Cyrus. You're like looking into the fight.
Stupid initiative, low roll.
Tap me in balls.
Okay, so the
One
one.
can get advantage because he's prone.
Yes.
Reroll.
Roll it again!
Oh!
I love that dice.
One more
It's
point.
so
Alright, so you
fun.
slide down on the ground to try and grow, and you just kind of like your arms go under him as his legs kind of flail up. Then you try and go around again, and he just laughing rolls out of your way.
Strength athletics.
You touch him inappropriately and go.
Bonus.
What's in it, right?
So it'd be
Yeah.
a
That's where my head was.
strength?
yeah.
Combative
It's just
crotch
strength athletics. 6, so 13.
Let's go, Krav Maga.
You got a little rapey there for a second.
Crotch McGuff.
So-
Is that what you just said?
John, so a 13 doesn't get it
For
for the grapple? It's a
With
strength
full
athletics
Cosby.
check.
Yeah.
According to the
Or
grapple
Bill Cosby.
blur. It's a strength athletics check contested by the target strength athletics or dexterity acrobatics check.
Okay, so treating it as an attack. Oh,
No, that's a
13.
grapple.
Yeah.
No, I have to treat it as an attack. So that means.
Okay.
Okay.
So 13. Yes. Okay. So you grab like his stomach on. That was the second one probably or something like that. Yeah. So you grab his stomach and poof, disappears. There's
First
one.
Yes.
One left.
You are so screwed.
Okay.
I believe
Next person
Phil's
needs
coming
to
up.
take this down.
Hey Phil, how's your grappling?
So good.
How's your crotch grabbing?
You're close
I'm gonna
to the
go
ground.
full Bill Cosby on this guy.
Oh my god.
Use a dirty elbow.
I feel like your groundwork is pretty good.
Dirty
I just process that.
I'm gonna do some dirty grappling.
Okay. So
What do we got here?
that is your turn. So now Ember, you're up.
Ember.
I'm so close. I'm so close.
Who needs to be up?
Denny and Bryn.
Yeah, Denny and Bryn both need to
Who
get up.
needs to be up?
Well, Bryn already has one failed save. Denny hasn't rolled his
It
yet.
doesn't matter. I can stabilize one and heal the other. It's just who
She's-
is best.
She's got.
We need Denny to help try to grapple this guy.
And then I'll go over and.
Okay,
whatever.
can someone move me over between the two of them, basically?
Unless you
So
get
I'm gonna reach out. So I have action and bonus action. Because my healing word is a bonus action. So action, cantrip to stabilize.
Bryn.
Sorry.
He's doing it. What we talked about earlier about.
Dwarven gas over there. And then
What's that?
Denny.
Hey, protein
He's
day.
over in the peeing in the corner.
Don't mind me.
What's up, girlfriend?
Sorry,
Never fight on a full stomach.
you are healed for 5 hit points.
It's Bryn.
What's up?
Okay.
Yes.
5 hit points and you're up.
So
Thank you.
Bryn is.
I appreciate
No, I
it.
thought
High
that
five.
was- That was.
Or,
As I
No,
come up, I
I
give you a high five.
stabilized Bryn, so Bryn, you don't have to do any more.
Okay, so she's still
Death
down.
saving
so
throws.
you're down. Don't.
You're
at
stabilized. He is healed for 5 hit points, and I'm done.
Okay.
Is that,
Phil?
wait, and I
No,
move
you're
back
good.
back behind the pillar.
Yes.
Right there?
Okay.
Okay.
No, like yeah, no, yes, yeah,
Okay.
no.
Sorry.
I'm hiding because I'm out.
Phil, you're up.
Rick.
I'll go
Phil's
after the
gonna.
arrow.
First of all, he's gonna use. Hold on. I think that's a bonus action.
I think if
Yeah,
Size
so
misses,
good.
he'll cry.
Good job.
Yeah, he is.
I'm gonna use my bonus action to do second wind.
Nice.
And heal myself. And that's 1d10 plus 1.
He's
So
like so
Should say next to it.
I keep putting it out, and he's like, oh, the camera's good.
I think which one's d10?
He's got one in here.
It's the one that
This
looks
is
like
decent.
no,
That's
it
a
looks, looks like a top.
Okay, so it's
kind of.
unconscious with 0 hit points.
I think it's
Does
this
not
one.
make more saving throws. Does it say you can do first aid on your
No.
turn though?
I think it's this one.
That's a percentage die.
Okay.
Isn't it the same thing?
Someone else can do that.
Yeah.
This is the detail.
Oh, okay, sorry, I was wrong.
1d10 plus 1.
Oh, nice. That's a 10.
And we still have to heal her.
I
So I'm
misled
at
you.
10 points.
So you're still
Oh,
unconscious.
that is bad.
Sorry.
So that's 10 on top of what you.
Yes.
Don't get you.
So I've got 18 points now,
Okay.
and I'm
Back
going
in the
to
game.
I'm gonna run up
around your face.
5, 10, 15, 20, and I am going to try and wrestle his staff out of his.
It's
hands.
already out of his
Sorry,
hands.
you
Oh,
just
it
have to
is,
pick
yeah.
it up.
Oh, yeah. I'm gonna pick it up.
With a crowbar.
No. 5, 10, 15, 20, so I can.
You're right there.
Check.
Can
He
you
needs
talk
to
to him?
grapple him.
Oh, okay. So I'm gonna while holding the staff. No,
I'm sorry. I'm metagaming, John. I'm sorry.
can I
He can,
Why are we?
kick the staff away? Does that cost an action or a bonus action or something?
Okay.
Rather than picking it up.
Depends on what you want to do.
I'm gonna pick it up. So
I'm scared.
does that cost an action?
So
Can I
as
use
you
a
reach
grapple?
down and pick it up, your whole no, I'm joking.
Your whole world.
My butthole just floated a little bit.
Just kind of goes down to his.
I immediately regret this decision.
Alright, continue.
Okay,
The
so
next
my
mission.
question is,
What happened
just
to
picking
Phil?
it up costs an action?
Like I said, it's gonna depend on what you want to do after.
I wanted to grapple him.
You could just let me grapple.
Actually, Falco's right there to grapple.
Rock already went.
Take it and
Yeah, I'm gonna say
His turn's
grabbing
next.
it.
I can only get 5 feet away.
Oh. You can still get away.
Why do you want to get away?
You
Oh,
can
because
leave.
you
You
have
can
to
just
slow
leave
down.
a javelin.
Yeah.
If
You can leave without an attack because he's down.
I may, since I'm there, we have
Like,
20
I
people
can
that can
only-
pick up a staff. We don't have that many that can grapple him.
Okay.
Okay.
So I'm not
It's a
gonna
strength
pick up
check.
the staff.
Okay. I'll allow.
And
And
I'm going to grapple.
Okay. Roll a strength check. So if you
It's athletics. Strength athletics.
Oh, good. 3.
Advantage.
Oh, right. Advantage.
Advantage.
A little bit
Something.
better. 11 plus, and that's acrobatics or athletics.
What gave the advantage?
So 17.
He's
He's
prone.
prone.
Right.
So 17 in total. So
Yay.
everyone
17.
gets an advantage.
Alright, so you jump over, you heal yourself. I don't know what you do, you smack your own ass or you give yourself a punch up.
My nipples.
Oh, charge!
It always gets me.
Right.
Where were your armor?
So happy you just like slide
He goes
in
under.
and bear hug this guy. You finally grab purchase. You're kind of around his waist, but it's awkward because you're facing his pelvis. So
Oh, yeah.
I think that might be a wisdom saving check.
Bonus attack. Bonus attack.
alright,
No,
so
I'm gonna try and get him in a crucifix grapple. Sorry, where it splays
Submission grapple?
Splays his arms out so he
All
can't
kinds
like
of inappropriate
do any attacks. So I'm gonna get behind him and splay his arms out and wrap his legs over my legs.
sounds good.
You about?
Alright, you now have him grappled, which means his movement is 0.
His movement is 0, and
He's at disadvantage on.
No, there's
getting
no
attacked.
disadvantage. That's restrained.
That's the next step.
Yeah, you have to.
Oh, we gotta tie him up.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay,
We're getting him grappled so he can't cast any more spells when he wakes up.
I like it. Wait, he's unconscious?
No.
Yes.
Grapple is no movement.
I just
You
thought he
have
was
to
still
restrain
laughing.
him to.
So, Narayan, you're up.
No
Well,
ability
that's-
to
Okay.
do anything.
That's what.
So
He has to use his
Well,
action.
that's not
to
unconscious
grapple.
though.
I
He's
am
incapacitated.
That's the
He's,
word.
yes.
going over.
He's still laughing, by the way.
Okay, so he's not unconscious.
Yeah, he's still laughing uncontrollably. He's incapacitated because he's laughing so much. So imagine you're grappling this guy, and he just.
I know, it's so much fun!
And his eyes are just back there with his arms crossed, smiling.
Tickle, tickle, tickle.
His eyes are still.
Your freaking thing finally landed.
I know, right?
Narayan?
I am going to.
All the tricks, my
Take
ass.
Hold on, how is it?
Yes, okay. I'm going to use
New
my
round.
amulet.
Wait,
Didn't you just
Hey, Denny never.
you were supposed to go after Falco.
Oh yeah, you need to wait.
He wasn't up there.
He wasn't up.
He,
Wait,
he
no,
would have been
no,
a
he's
death
up.
You
save.
gotta do your death save.
No,
Just
he's
do your
up.
death save.
He's up.
It
No,
doesn't
let
matter.
John
Yeah,
decide what he's gonna do.
Yeah, I don't know.
Oh,
Who
I see.
healed him at what point?
He was still unconscious.
He had
Oh,
at
Ember
that
healed
point.
him. Yeah, so he
So
already
it's
missed his
null and
turn,
void
so-
because even if you
Yeah.
fail
Yeah.
or save, you're not up.
He would
Okay.
have.
Alright, so Narayan?
That would have been your move turn. Okay, got it. Okay, so I'm going over to Bryn, right?
Yep.
Yep.
I'm going to use my amulet, and I'm going to use the other charge I have.
Yay, he's dead for now.
And I'm going to do Cure Wounds, which is, this is the wrong
You
dice.
superstitious man.
So I'm going to heal you 9.
This is just so I can identify which dice it is.
So she has
Because otherwise I'm like,
you have 9 hearts.
Yay!
You're almost a half.
I'm not doing it because I don't want to hear.
Oh,
Catch.
so
Yeah,
heavy.
Narayan, she saved my life last week too.
That's fine. I have to go get my
It's
dice.
what I do.
Alright, something else?
Trying to figure out which one it is.
Okay, has everybody gone?
Yes.
First of all.
Yes.
That was one round, she's
Yeah.
beginning the next.
Yeah, so I moved there, and I did that, and then I am going to.
There are 2 things that need to happen.
Sorry, give
You
me,
can't.
I
give me
know.
5 seconds.
I need water. things.
No,
I am then going
there's
to
sodas.
move myself. I went 5, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35. I'm gonna move all the way over here.
Okay, is that it?
That is it.
Alright.
Oh, I just
Sounds
realized
good.
I
So,
totally-
So tell me what I need to roll for last time.
What do you want me to do?
His wisdom saving check is 13 to get out of Tasha City's laughter.
Yeah, we need to time it. Use that or just.
Does he get a disadvantage on that because he's also grappled?
Well,
No.
I don't know what's going on.
Yeah, I might try to grab
Alright,
Hey,
he made it with 15.
Okay, so he stops laughing and realizes that he's a dwarf between his legs.
Just try humping him.
Wait a second.
Humiliation!
And that's
So now read that to me, is that his full action?
I believe it is. Let's.
It'll say if it's his turn or just.
Target receiving a 6-way to stand prone.
Actually, do like total
At the
punches.
end of each of its turns, each time it takes damage, the target can make another Wisdom saving throw. So it's at the end of his turn. He can make the Wisdom saving throw.
End of his turn, so that would be his whole turn, and technically he didn't take any damage either other time. So correct.
Yep. So the spell has ended.
Dude, that's a brutal spell when it
All right,
works.
so he's not. So he's been rolling around laughing all this time. He's kind of he does not totally conscious because he's incapacitated. But he stops laughing, looks around, sees a dwarf around his waist grappling him, and he's now surrounded by a direwolf, paladin, Sildar, and that's his turn.
Who's laughing now?
So he stops laughing, you can kind of see him shake it off and go, what the? You hear it like echo in the cave. In a language you don't know.
Phil's gonna whisper in his ear, checkmate, love.
Well, I know a couple languages. What is it?
It's not one you know.
Okay, fine.
Alright, whisper your
Freaking drow.
Shrew.
Pig Latin.
That's all we
Trisha,
do.
you're up.
First.
Yeah.
Sorry, I was having a conversation with the wee creature.
We were feeding.
Okay, so is he still on the ground?
Yes.
He's still prone.
He's still prone. He's being grappled by Phil.
I can't
His
tell
staff
though
has
where
already
his
been knocked
mental
away.
state is, so it's-
Who has his staff? Is he
It's
still
lying on the
still
ground.
You should grab his
That
staff.
might be a good thing to do.
You should grab this.
Well, she's in a direwolf form.
Oh, you can't yet. Darn it.
She
You
can
can
grab it.
fetch.
She can grab it.
I'm gonna play
She
fetch
can grab it
with his
herself.
staff.
She has the bag of holding.
Rider
does.
in wolf form, so.
No.
No, not me.
No, not
Ryder.
Ryder.
Oh, Rider.
We'll just do it
Ryder.
later, but-
Have Ryder pick it up and throw
I
it in the
think
bag
as
of
long
holding.
as somebody has it.
Boom.
Honestly, we can't say any of this because it's
Oh,
been.
yeah. It's your turn.
I thought it really hard.
Well, if we've got enough beefy guys to hold him down.
Phil's just
You can
gesturing
sit
at
on
the
him.
staff of this bit.
You say you can pee on him? That's what I
Sit
heard.
on him.
Oh.
Sit on him.
Wow.
Sit on his face.
You are a wolf.
Mark your territory.
I think that falls firmly under the improvise action.
What would you do? Yeah, what would you do? Sorry, I'm behind a corner.
Could-
Don't listen to the
I
peanut
know,
I
gallery.
don't exist.
Well, there's two different things I want to do, and I don't know which one to do.
So many things you can do. 'cause-
There's a
Well,
decision
couldn't you
matrix
theoretically
right
talk
here.
about? Say you theoretically talk to
So we could
Falco
do.
and.
He wouldn't be able to
Uh,
respond
search.
until his turn though.
Do use object to time up.
What?
That's how initiative works.
Even with
Not
Vippy
on-
right there and like being
Not
like,
on a critical roll.
hey, this is what I'm
But
doing.
he can still do any kind of
Well,
local
I think they
aim
have house
spells. You just could use somatic or material.
We established that last game
Like,
Okay.
Alright.
where you can't talk and then somebody can respond until their turn.
Because you think that even in 6 seconds you can be like,
I have
hey,
to
you
wait
could
for
like,
my
hey,
initiative.
right there.
So the playful side of my wolf is going to come out, and I'm gonna see the staff, and I'm gonna
Because
pick
it's
up
still
the
on the
staff.
ground.
I'm gonna pick up the staff in my muzzle,
Mhm.
and because I like to play, I'm gonna take it and run away with it.
Where are you running to?
Yeah, just go ahead and tell me where you're running.
So my plan would be to just pick it up and turn around and run back this way, away from everybody.
You got 50, so you can go wherever you want.
I'm
Do
meditating.
I,
You're within 50.
like, do I,
Yeah, no,
Pick
there's
it
no
up.
contest because it's sitting on the ground.
okay,
I think that's.
so I'm gonna pick it up and
Boy, David.
You picked it up with your mouth.
The next number is 10.
I'm debating dropping it in the trench.
Wait,
No!
No, don't run with it.
Bag of holding.
Everybody,
Yeah, sorry.
each person has to make their own choices.
Oh, I see. Alright.
what's the
That's
point
one
of
thing
being
that
a
everybody's really bad at is
Yeah,
like
yeah.
chiming in on everybody else's actions.
Sorry.
It's just part. It's getting used to the game. I've let it slide for a while, but eventually I got to start cracking down on some of these things.
I'm just gonna run this way and stop here.
So
Give
you
me my
can
soda.
It's
you
still
kind of
not
like
an issue.
play biting this.
Is this
Yeah,
it?
yeah.
Slim down.
So I just sit down. I sit down with the staff and I'm just like.
Okay. It's not really chewy because it's glass, but you just kind of.
I'm just slobbering.
There's
Yeah.
lots of
You won't want it if my germs all over
It's
it.
not chewy because it's
I looked at Mom, it's mine.
Yeah.
But I can't have the cheese.
Phil goes,
I
that's
get-
true.
I was kind of just kind of like lightly holding it in your mouth, kind of
I taught her that. All right. Zazzle, you're up.
like. Okay.
Oh, wow.
Or what?
Anything else you want to do?
Sorry. Flask is so
Go
funny.
ahead.
Oh, I was just gonna add that I farted in his face as I ran
Nice. So you just grabbed the staff and crop dusted everybody over there.
Yep.
A dire word.
That's just
On a high
I
protein
need all
diet.
of you to make constitution checks.
Gosh.
Really?
Look at 3.
Sorry, use a
plus-
different dice.
I'll go
1 hit point.
22.
Alright, you're good.
Phil barfs in his mouth a little.
Sildar, yeah.
Try rolling mine. I'm curious to see what happens.
Sildar passed.
That's
Barely.
plus 5, so.
Alright, so you're the
Does
only one.
the,
Phil.
Does glass stuff need to roll one too?
Yes, he does.
Yes, no, that was the point. Was I wanted to fart. in his
Disadvantage
face.
in all constitution checks.
Okay, so he passed, but Sildar did not. Sildar and Phil are
What the hell?
Yes.
I'm right here.
So Sildar
Hey,
like
hey,
leads on you.
That is a very large glass.
Phil sees Sildar
Oh
leaning
no.
over there.
Because the sound. Alright, so now, Zazzle,
Okay. Well, I was originally going to use Mage Hand to grab the staff, but since Doggy's over there with it, I'm going to run up. Can somebody move me up there next to Sildar? And I'm going to use my rope and tie his hands.
Noise.
Tie glass staff's hands.
let me see.
Because it's use object action.
You're doing so good today.
So everyone should have rope in their adventuring pack. I have 50 feet of rope.
Good.
I'll say that's a dexterity.
We should add that castle strength part of the gear.
Okay.
I have rope.
Get your freaking
I mean, I'm terrible at both.
I
So
will.
where's my dice? I need my dice.
Uh-oh.
So dexterity check.
Mm-hmm.
Did I still have advantage since he's grappled?
Yes.
Okay, that's 14 and a 14.
Okay.
So
14.
So he contests it but has disadvantage, correct?
I just killed everything off.
what does grapple do? Because
It just makes his movement 0.
I have a second package. Do you want this one?
I don't think you would be advantaged to have this.
This is the turkey.
Grapple
Can somebody
is,
help?
grapple is movement 0.
It's more
Restrain
the
is advantage.
It's more the brand.
I didn't realize. I
Well,
didn't
he already-
realize
Next apple.
He already got the
He
advantage.
already
Oh,
did.
so there's no point.
I mean,
That would have
I
been
can try at
Yeah.
some point and see. I'm sure it's still good.
third time.
There's just something about
Because
trying.
technically, by me grappling him, I am helping him.
Right. Exactly.
He's doing really good.
Okay, so
He is.
I'm gonna say he has
I was
disadvantage
just trying to see if
because
you were using the oven
he's
since I
prone.
shoved my pizza box in there.
um,
Oh
his first roll was an natural 20. His
no.
second roll was a 5.
Woo!
So
Thank
you,
God.
you have him restrained.
okay, so his hands are behind his
That
back,
was
so he can't
terrifying.
do any somatic spells. He can only do verbal spells at
Mhm.
this point.
Tape his mouth.
We can
And that
gag
is
him
my turn.
with somebody's underwear.
Sildar,
I think,
Or more
I
rope,
think I brought.
like normal people.
Why would we do that?
I think I brought a sewing kit.
Alright, so at that point, we'll take a break.
Gosh. Deadpool. So quick question, John. Since we have him pretty much tied up and grappled,
What is the
are we
spell?
still gonna have to fight this guy?